We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Well-Hatted Cinema Club.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not even going to hit my desk today. I'm not going to do it. I've been doing it too many weeks in a row. But we're back with another episode for you guys. We're coming off a long weekend spent together where we said we were going to film content together, and then we just ended up playing tons of movie games and our own podcast. We made people watch our own podcast.
Just the end.
Honestly, I thought it was great. I thought it was time well spent. But we're back with another one that we'll make them watch at some point. My name's Eric. As always, I'm joined by my two incredibly handsome co-hosts, Brian and Micah. Give it up for these guys, man.
Yep.
In the back over there, we got David.
Cooking
dinner.
Big fan of the pod, friend of the pod.
And they're surprisingly good at the movie frames guessing game.
Actually, yeah.
His autism's pretty good at that. Anyway, we got another great episode for you guys today. We're going to keep it short. Not a ton of movie news, honestly. I was looking for stuff to add. There's not a lot to go on, but we're going to start with that. Then we're going to get in the movie of the week that Brian chose. And then I'll choose our next movie of the week. But as always, We're going to go around, talk about what we've been watching. Brian, I'll kick it to you first, my man.
I'll be pretty quick because obviously we recorded on last Tuesday, and then I left, and I have yet to be home since. And I'm in this goddamn, middle of the pack hotel room. But I did watch a movie on my way down. Wanted to watch a second, but only got to watch one because it was long as hell. I finally saw Gladiator 2, which I did finish on an actual TV because it was pissing me off to be on my phone with the headphones, I admit. So I will give it that. I don't really know how to feel about that one. There was a lot of things I liked. There was a lot I didn't like.
Yeah.
I just don't think it... It's like meh in so many ways, but kind of the good kind of meh. Like, where the arena scene's cool, sure. Did I care about the story at all? No. Were a lot of the characters I thought kind of painfully uninteresting? Yes. Pedro Pascal kind of felt like a waste. Denzel, I was really excited for him. Better part of the movie. Kind of ended up just being a generic
part of the movie.
No, definitely the best part of the movie. But I kind of didn't realize he was just going to become a generic like Rome is mine guy. Okay. Yeah. The two pasty twins. They were okay, I guess. I don't know, man. This movie just left a lot to be desired.
What about Paul? You didn't mention Paul.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Paul Mescal. He looks Gladiator-esque. That's sure. No, there was some... No, I thought his performance was fine. I don't know. I just don't think this movie really did anything for me. I think it's fine. I think it looks good. Ridley Scott is obviously a talented director. I think some of the action sequences are really cool. But I think it just kind of lacks some of the weight of any... I think that's the biggest thing, just the weight of... of the Gladiator movie, and I kind of felt like the ending, it just shifted. We're done. He literally... I was thinking of the scene in The Dark Knight when at the end, Denzel this whole time has been like, you gotta know power. It's all about power. It's how you manipulate the system and you get Rome. But then he gets it and he goes, I'm gonna fight you in a river, Paul Mescal. And then he risks it in a fist, loses, and then Paul Mescal's like, hey guys, things have been bad. We shouldn't do that anymore. And everyone's like, yeah! Yeah. Gladiator.
Bro.
That being said, there were a couple times when I remember when I was watching the plane, I went, oh shit, when they were fighting, because it still got some cool action. And obviously, we talked about it in weeks past, where you can always tell Ridley Scott puts a lot of care into his movies. And even a movie I didn't think was very good, I give it an extra point if I can tell that you tried. And I think they tried. You know what I mean? They could have phoned it in a lot of those big sequences, and they didn't.
Right.
So, yeah, that was my movie that I saw. It was an effort. I'll have to watch something cooler on the way back. And Micah, what about you, man? Tell us something you watched.
I watched... I'll start with... I watched Naja.
Is that
So the sequel's like the highest grossing movie. So I was like, what's going on here? Get to the bottom of it. It's super, culturally, I was like, what's going on? Took me a second to adjust just because, it's a well-known story. It's like a twist on a well-known story. Like if, you dropped an American in the middle of the Paul Bunyan story, it wouldn't take them a long time to be like, oh yeah, we're in the West. He's got a giant, cow or whatever. So I was just like, what are we doing? What's going on? Why is it a baby? And It was entertaining. It was like Kung Fu Panda on like steroids.
Really?
I think Kung Fu Panda maybe borrows from this story, like the real one maybe. I don't know, but it was cool. It was cool. I didn't hate it, and then I saw they're putting the sequel in theaters, so I don't know if I'm gonna wait to see that or what. And then I watched Smile 2, Brian, which I thought was good.
You liked it? Good.
I did like it. You could tell like right away that like from the opening scene, they gave him more money and he ran with it. So it was good. It was good. I really liked Naomi Scott in this. And then I looked at what she's doing next or now or since, and I was like, man, what's going on?
What is she in that?
What is she doing?
What is she doing now? Like,
I think a Netflix movie, and then something I've never, one of those movies that's so far out, like there's no info on it. Like, so it's not good. But I was looking backwards. She's had like things that should be a big deal. Like I think Aladdin made $1 billion.
Yeah.
There's not going to be an Aladdin 2. There's nowhere to. Yeah, the genie is free. There's nowhere to go with Aladdin 2. Yeah. There's no wishes, and then Power Rangers.
Right.
Could be cool. Had an interesting cast. Sucked.
It kind of. I feel like that's a cult. One of those cult movies. People.
I didn't hate that movie, but it's not going to be anything.
Yeah,
They're never.
I think people are going to be like, this was a cool movie. Like people are going to look back on it as.
She was on Disney. She was in Lemonade Mouth. Like that's a good start. And then she had the Charlie's Angels with like Kristen Stewart and.
That's right.
Someone else.
Who was the third?
So I'm like, dang, like these are like on paper. Wow.
Yeah, she should be crushing it.
I guess, as a child, I think. I don't know how old she is. But, she would have been a teenager in The Martian. I don't know. But, she's in stuff. But, man, it's just not working out. I don't know what's happening. But I thought she was really good in it. And then, I feel like I watched something else. Had to go back.
To the diary.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I guess those are the ones I watched. Well,
good stuff.
And I watched another movie with Eric last night.
Yeah. We're about to talk about that.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Eric, I'll let you have that one.
Yeah. So obviously we were together. Didn't have a ton of time to watch movies this week. Although I will say when we were at the beach, we turned on. Just on TV, two pretty solid movies.
Yeah.
That got vetoed by people.
Well, I think the plan was because they were like, why don't we do something that's actually like interactive?
No.
Because it wasn't early. But yeah, it was kind of funny. It was Black Pearl and Raiders were on back-to-back channels, which is kind of crazy.
I'm watching there. I'm like, this rocks.
I was seated. Mike and I were talking about like facts.
We might have been our most annoying we've ever been on this trip. We've got to dial it back.
Yeah, Mike is like, Brian, look, there's a trench under the car, and he was there, and then I'm like, oh, rewind it. That guy is not actually sitting in the chair. It's a thing. And everyone's like, yo, shut the fuck
let's go watch our podcast.
I didn't say that. That's a bridge too far.
It's fine. It's fine,
that was
man.
You, Brian.
First of all, I said I put on the end for the game. I didn't click it from the beginning. I did want to show you.
You had trapped another poor soul in that downstairs area.
Yeah, that was where I kept my. That's where I kept my victims.
Welcome. People enjoyed it. I liked the thing. How can we make this about us?
How can we make this trip about us?
Yeah, that was what I was thinking the entire weekend.
But we won't do it next time. Yeah, we won't do it next time. It won't come up once. All right, Eric, what did you got?
So when we got back from the trip, David had really been wanting to watch F1. So for the third time, I wanted to watch F1 in theaters. Don't even need to talk about it. Great time. David was clenching his butt cheeks
of course he
throughout
was.
the movie. But then yesterday, Mike and I, longtime friend of the pod, went and watched Ari Aster's Eddington, which, if you don't know about the movie, it's just kind of a deep, I don't know, I want to call it deeper dive. That's like my consultant talk. But like, I guess, I don't know, character. It's a study of the time, that specific time frame in 2020 when COVID was going down. Like, Lives Matter movement really kicked up. This was a heavy ass movie to get through, and it's funny at times. I'll give it that. This was a heavy movie. There's a lot going on. I think it's because we lived it, and it begs the question of, like, is this too soon for this sort of movie to be coming out? And to be tackling these very sensitive subjects that, and I don't know. It's a movie I don't know if I'm going to watch again. And it had the classic, not classic, but like the horror elements of Ari Aster kind of came through there, which I enjoyed. I generally got spooked in like a couple scenes. But there's a big chase scene in the last probably 20 minutes. 30 minutes is an absolute sprint. And I was like exhausted watching it. I was like holding my breath. This is a lot. Yeah, I just use the word heavy and exhausting. Like, it was a lot to kind of get through for a Tuesday night. But Michael, what did you think?
I thought, like, in his like horror kind of style. I don't know if anyone have you seen Beau is Afraid, Brian?
I never got to see that one. I only saw his first two.
Like, that movie is like an anxiety attack. This one, it's not as anxious, but you definitely you feel the anxiety of the time, or like it puts you back in the anxiety of the time.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like that movie is like a guy's like panic attack. So this movie is more like a guy's like paranoid.
Okay.
Anxious, like delusion. Like, I don't even know if you'd call it a delusion, but it's like you know, like a lens glare, like when you take a picture of like the sun or something. It's kind of like that for the year of 2020. It's like, I'm gonna make it hurt your eyes, and like it's gonna feel like terrible, kind of. But I thought, like, the more I think about it, the more I like it, because like he just really takes. He's like, that time everyone's kind of crazy, and then to make it worse, everyone's trying to like grift off of COVID, and that happens a lot in this movie. Everyone's trying to get some sort of come up, and it makes them all act like their worst selves. And then in his way, like maybe an hour and a half in, he's like, and then I turned the dial up so hard I broke the knob off. And then you're just like, oh, okay. And then it's like, it just keeps going and going. So I think I would watch it again, because like, especially the sprint Eric talked about. I mean, he's like technically like doing a great job. I was like, this is cool, but also, the fuck is going on?
Damn.
So, technically speaking, it's awesome.
Like, the whole audience was like laughing and joking, and then like it was silent, and then you just hear like people gasp at points, just be like, and then, like, it was like, what is going? Like, where did, I don't know. I think you should.
No, I think I will watch it.
Let me tell you, there's some moments where you're like, yeah, I remember that. That was a bad time.
Yeah, I believe it. I think it's just tough because like I don't know, like I never know how to feel, because like it's like some people are like people are split on it. But I've heard people talking about being split on it, but like not like with kind of like with 20 years later, other divisive movies are kind of like, I don't feel like this feels the same kind of divisive. It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm still gonna watch it. I'll see for myself.
It's a weird movie because it's hard to separate, like, at times. Like, we've all, not to this nth degree, but like lived this time period, and it's hard to differentiate because you see a lot of, like, somebody that did some bullshit like that, like, when you're watching a movie. Like, you're like, not to this crazy level, but I said I came out of a movie kind of feeling, like, dirty and disgusting.
Okay.
And, like, at times, like, I think it's a lighter first half, and then, to Mikey's point, it hits maximum overdrive. Technically speaking, it's great. It's just like I was not really mentally all there to be like, holy shit, what am I looking at right now?
It's like, all right, I'll have to check it out.
No, it's definitely worth it. And I'll say my last point, like when I use the word like heavy to watch, I think Mike's phrase of like anxious is a better phrase. I would use the word heavy for like I use that when I talked about like Killers of a Flower Moon, like.
Yeah, not that kind of, not that type
like,
of heavy.
That was like, I haven't watched that movie since, because that movie's like a heavy ass movie.
Horribly depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Well, no, I'm excited to see it. I mean, like I said, I don't know if I'll go to theaters. I don't know, it depends. You know what? It might happen.
I wouldn't.
No.
For better or for worse, you kind of got to get yourself trapped in whatever he's got going on. I was looking at his like movies: Midsommar, Hereditary,
Saw
Beau
that
Afraid,
in theaters
Eddington.
with my mother.
Yeah, like for these, like I think I saw Midsommar maybe in theaters, but not.
I saw Hereditary and some Midsommar in theaters.
Definitely in Beau Afraid. I don't like to watch that in a theater. Would have had me wanting to crawl out of the seat, just because at times, yeah. But I think it speaks to his filmmaking. But yeah, I think you should just trap yourself in the theater. And
I
yourself.
just want to, on a side note of Ari Aster. Side note of Ari Aster, because like, obviously I haven't seen Beau Afraid. I can talk about that, but my mom likes to go to the movies, but my dad doesn't, so she will ask me to go sometimes if I'm with her. And one of the times was Midsommar. She's like, she didn't want.
War, Eric?
Dude,
Yeah.
do you hear that?
Yeah,
Yes.
we've been hearing it.
Dude,
Are we at war?
I'm fucking tweaking out right now.
Dude, it's been happening before you joined.
It's been like half an hour. Like, shit
What
keeps
was it
going
now?
down. I can't see what's going on. Like,
Do you see
if
smoke?
we go to war, though, this would be pretty sick for the podcast. We can live pod it.
Check on the
Tripod,
singular tower.
The what?
The singular tower.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My bad.
And I mean, yeah, maybe it's worth going to theaters also because you want to support Ari. Like, he's a good.
Well,
he's
no,
a good
I was
guy.
just gonna say was I did like you said, the things you want to crawl out of your seat for, because like seeing Midsommar with my mother, 'cause she wanted to see it. I didn't mind the head smashing and all that nonsense, that whatever, but just the whole like, and the humping. And the
All the
naked
sex
women and that, it's like, I can't do it. And I'm sure there's probably even crazier imagery in Beau's Afraid. I don't know. It's just, I heard doesn't he fight like it's a giant, like, I don't know if it's a penis or, I don't know. I don't even want to know.
Yeah, the last two, he's like, we gotta get some penis in there.
Hell,
Penis
oh,
screen
good.
time. Going
Penis
up.
in Eddington. All right, cool. Good to
You
know.
think you're safe, and then you're not.
Yeah, you're like, you're getting through the movie and you're just like, oh no, Micah's lying. There was no penis in this movie. And then bam, penis. And so,
Who's got a transition for this one?
Well, I did want to mention that Ari Aster turned down making Morbius.
Really?
Yeah, I guess he was offered that, and he turned it down.
That would
not
be
allowed to
interesting.
put penis in it, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
because can Jared Leto be naked? What if I don't cast Jared Leto? Could he be naked? No.
I don't know.
Like-
But they put that movie in theaters twice, and it made no
Bring it
Put
money.
a third time.
Put it out a third time. I
Put it
swear
out a
we'll watch
third
it this
time.
time.
Come on.
about a movie
I
that's-
swear. I
won't be
swear.
out for
Just
a
one
full
more
year.
day and we'll all go.
We'll all go. Just one more time.
please.
Please.
Please, so for real this time.
We're not joking around. Come on.
Oh, it's so funny. Because
right,
they were like, you want it? You got it. No, we're not actually going to go see it.
It's Mormon time. It's Mormon
I
time.
swear, it's
Marvin
Marvin time. Come on.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I got to say this one thing. Do you know that I still get shit to this day? Because we got, when I was at my friend Cole's wedding in Greece, we were all drunk after the like welcome party, and we got the numbers of all the bridesmaids. And we all had this giant Airbnb, and we were partying there after, and they're like, oh, there's text back and forth going like, yo, like, should we pull through? And we're like, yeah, and I just go, it's Morbid time. And I sent that meme. And then I think like 3 of them showed up.
You scared
It's
off
fine.
the Italian
I literally
wedding host?
no. They came. I think they all came eventually, but I definitely scared the host momentarily. Oh,
Just
anyway,
emphasize.
moving on.
No one shows up. You just emphasize it.
It's Morbid.
Your own picture. Wait,
I don't know
guys.
why. I thought that. I just remember sitting. I'm down on the pool deck. Like send it. I send it, and I hear like 4 people inside. I go, Brian, what the fuck?
He's sticking the hose, man.
Oh man, that shit was funny. But yeah.
No, I'm
Speaking of
totally
Greece.
gonna do that.
Yeah, I would never forgive you, Brad. That's so insane.
Speaking of
You would
Greece,
never
which is
look
where
at
I
it.
was,
Yeah,
there's a
there
movie
you-
coming out next year
Okay.
about ancient
Good
Greece.
transition.
There you go.
So the news is that a year out before the release, they're doing a pre-sale for, was it just 70 millimeters? tickets, or was it just
only 70 millimeter
for the Christmas Odyssey? And it made $1.5 million just on pre-sale. I don't know how I feel about this personally. I've seen people talking about people reselling them, which is I think kind of a fucking what is this a Celtics game? Like fuck this. I'm like I don't need Ticketmaster.
They ID you.
Do they? Yeah, do they? They must ID you, don't they?
I'm at the theater at least once a week. My local one, they still ID me. It's like we know each other. Shut
they
up.
ID check. Oh wait, they don't do that.
I know
they ID check to like make sure it's your ticket.
Yeah, they do, especially for A-list.
Well, yeah, for A-list, for sure.
Oh, for A-list. Okay, that makes sense. I just got A-list. I haven't been to AMC yet because last time when I went to Superman, it was not. It wasn't AMC because it wasn't available at the time I wanted it. But I do have it now, so I got A-list now. So I guess I'll be ID'd. But I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on the Odyssey thing? I don't think it's a good practice to start.
Yeah, I did see. At first, when I saw it was coming out a year later, that's interesting, and like. It sold out in like 3 minutes for I think the Lincoln one, or whichever one's in New York.
Lincoln Square,
yeah. I don't know how to feel about this because obviously when those tickets like normally get released for a movie, and this is no normal movie, but when they release, they get sold out pretty quick. For like I'd imagine like Dune 3, they'll sell out pretty quickly.
Right.
This sets a weird precedent because it establishes. I saw a tweet about it where someone was like. It's kind of like establishes movie tickets in like the same frame of like concert tickets, where it's like it makes it harder for someone to go. And if you're trying to buy the 70 millimeter tickets in general, you're not a casual fan. But it just makes it that much harder and a little like I don't know. It sets a weird precedent that I don't want to become the trend. Like I don't want to have to be thinking a year in advance for movies in general.
I think maybe like if you want to do. Certain theaters, like maybe the Lincoln Square one, for instance, 1 or 2 showings opening night. Like, you're going to be like, this is the creme de la creme. Maybe. But, like, if you're just doing it in general for, like, early release, like that, like you said, it changes dynamic. Like, people should be able to go. And, like, if you don't need to sell it out a year. Like, imagine, like, being in Christmas be like, oh, I'd love to buy tickets to that 70 millimeter. And nope, you can't. It's already gone. Like, that's ridiculous. The movie comes out in July.
Yeah.
I don't know. Michael, what do you think?
I think it's cool that that many people want to go see a super ultra premium format, and I hope this tells the IMAX company, dig up the booklet on how you made the 70 millimeter projectors, because apparently that's a part of the problem. There's not more. They were like, you don't really know how to make them anymore, because they're old, and so many people make digital right now. They're just like, oh yeah, I guess. How do we make those? I don't know. So we have
somebody break 10. Out the booklet.
You know what I mean? They're all in like the fucking planetarium, and they threw them away. But I think again, it's kind of cool that many people wanted to go see a Christopher Nolan movie off of 30 seconds of Tom Holland crying.
It's pretty cool, actually. I guess that's a good way of thinking of it.
That's cool.
I was gonna bring this up too with just between that and some other marketing that we're going to talk about. Well, we don't even have it in here, but kind of a differentiation. Like, we are a year out. We got a teaser trailer, similar to what Nolan did for Oppenheimer. Like, it's not showing you much. It's generating hype. You're doing this, this pre-sale that makes $1.5 million. That's good. That's good money already. Like, that's crazy that they've already made that money. Like, that's... compare that where we're a year out. We're a year out, and they're doing this to Avatar 3, which is 5 months out, and we just got the first poster and the first trailer.
That's crazy. Out. That's actually crazy.
And we know Avatar is probably going to make, definitely over $1 billion, maybe over $2 billion.
Maybe 2, yeah.
It's going to be up there. Versus Oppenheimer made, I can't remember how much.
Just under $1 billion.
Yeah.
Is it just under?
These comparison and tactics, I'm just curious. They're unique. These are unique movies, and they're both events and spectacles. But I'm curious if I think of other big movies Mission Impossible. This latest Mission Impossible, the trailer came out the teaser trailer came out a long over a year before the movie came out. And so with something like Avatar, I'm would they not want to generate hype? They've had this movie done for a long time. I don't know.
That's what I thought, right? It's not about a matter of it being done, right? I assume that's...
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious if they're worried.
Micah's got something to say.
Do you think it's taking away from their other big movies that they had coming out? Or
when you bad bitch. You're the baddest in the year.
He doesn't have a.
Put yourself at the end of the year. You're like, look at $2 billion plus. It's me, James Cameron. I got people, and you want them. You don't need to. You know, I like what Christopher Nolan's doing. He honestly doesn't.
That's the same argument, right?
To do this.
Yeah.
But this is interesting, and I think it creates like scarcity feeling. Even though when it comes out, there's going to be 1 million showings. 70 millimeter is like rare. It's scarce. You know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's exclusive feeling, even though it's just bigger. You know, and that's cool. That's cool. But James Cameron is like, I'm the exact opposite. You don't need to see it. You're already going to be there. So like you really. You know, he's doing Fantastic Four a favor by dropping this trailer. I think a lot of people would go see, I heard there's a new Avatar with nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Just like,
you're not wrong at all. I feel like Nolan's is different where it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Nolan's is different because, like you said, it's not that, like, Nolan needs to have... Not like like a trailer comes out, you're like, I didn't even know this movie was coming out. Holy fuck. Like, no one can do that, but people want to see. They're, like, curious about, like, what does it look like? What is he building over there? We want to see a little snippet.
And I guess
whereas
the whole
Avatar,
hype of the whole movie shot in IMAX. Sorry to get you off, but like
no, you're right. But I'm saying I think what Micah's point is like kind of like with the second one, like how much the second one made. Like, do you really need a trailer? People are gonna go fucking see the Avatar. It's like you know what you're getting. Yeah. I would like to see a trailer because I want to see a trailer. But not, Micah's like what? Avatar's had over a decade. Has had a decade of built-in marketing.
You know I think like what worked so well for the last Christopher Nolan movie was there was a whole event around it. It was an event like let's do Barbenheimer. That was like 2 years ago, and like that being an event helped both movies. And I think if you don't have like an IP like coming off of
Tenet,
Infinity War,
you people would have shown up for Endgame, trailer or no trailer, just like come see it Endgame, you know, whatever, because it was an event. It was like. I mean, that movie is like, you know, they'll put the Avatars back out in theater, I think. So it'll probably be like the second or third highest grossing all time still. So like, you know, that was an event. People who don't give a shit about Marvel, people that didn't see the first one went and saw Endgame in theater. So I think he's trying to create an event-like atmosphere around the Odyssey. A book a lot of people have already read. A book that's been adapted before at times. And he's like, this is my Odyssey, and here's Matt Damon on a raft.
We're going to compare, we're going to do direct comparison, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, and Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Technically both based on the same book, but they're very different. You're right, though.
The other episode that Ray Fiennes was just in an adaptation of The Odyssey.
Oh, yeah, he was, wasn't he? Yeah. I remember that. I didn't see it.
When did that
recently. Like
the spring?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of came and went, or maybe last.
That's why he's all yoked in 28 years later.
That's why he's jacked.
That's why he's
maybe it was in the fall then. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, you could quietly slip that out.
Well, they probably filmed it a while ago, right? No, I was just gonna say, like you said, he's creating an event, and I think that's just something that like I don't think the marketing for any two movies is the same, and I think what Nolan has created is no longer like because remember like the Dark Knight era, Interstellar era, that was one thing. But then like you had the Dunkirk, which I don't know how much money Dunkirk made. And then you have I like Tenet, but it came out at like literally you couldn't go to the theater. And then suddenly this new event kind of came in, and now it's like this is Nolan shooting on fucking IMAX, you know, film, like 70 millimeter film. Like this is an event. This is something I don't know what he's gonna do next, but people were excited about this movie almost like right after Oppenheimer. So it's just different things. Whereas Avatar, like. Honestly, Micah, I gotta say, in the past year or 6 months, my hype for Avatar 3 has gone up exponentially. Because I remember early on, I was like being like, "Oh, what are we gonna do? The humans are back. Like we're gonna do the same shit the third time." Seems like right now you have Colonel McCrewcut, Flat Top, and his son out, and then there seems like this new like it doesn't seem like this new group of the Na'vi are like, you don't know our ways, so we don't like you. Oh, wait, turns out, no, they seem like they're dicks. And I'm excited to see how that's like.
AWA has blessed you with knowledge, Brian.
Yes, AWA is. Dude, people are saying that they blocked, they don't like these new ones don't like AWA. That's what I'm hearing.
And like you, they will find the tree.
They will find. I'm gonna attach my hair to the fucking tree of life and then have sex.
All right.
Hell yeah. Oh man.
Speaking of having sex, no.
Bang!
Oh man.
No, I know the last point.
Transition.
No,
They stole Zelda. No, I'm kidding.
I'm looking at the list for the next thing, and just the fourth one is making me crack up. It's half. It's half.
Yeah, so Rotten Tomatoes has dropped scores for all the 2025 superhero movies. And I guess we can go in order from top to bottom. So Thunderbolts reigned in the highest score with an 88%.
No money,
Fantastic
though.
Four. Yeah, no money. No money. Fantastic Four, 87%. That's pretty good, too. Superman, 83%, making money. Captain America, Brave New World. Okay, let's get the name right. Let's give it a little respect. 46%. So that's a big drop off.
Too high.
Too high.
Too high.
You think it's too high?
It's definitely my lowest rated movie of the year. I mean, it's weird because outside of Captain America 4, it's been a solid year so far for superhero movies, but there's been so few and far between.
I think that's what makes it better. I think the track of having about 8, 5, like we got 4 so far, and what are we gonna finish with? Like 5, 4? No, that's it.
4, yeah.
I think it's kind of nice. Maybe on a better year you get like 5 or 6, but I don't think you need more than that. No, that seems too much. Every 2 months, you're right. I take that back. 5 is the cap. Cap it at 5.
You get 5.
Right.
I have a question though, real quick. So like Thunderbolts, the best rated one, obviously nobody saw. And somebody, I don't know if you've seen, someone put a clip out on Twitter from Thunderbolts, and they put on like motion blurring.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
people are convinced while clicking to be like, yo, I'm glad I didn't see this. This shit looks like ass. I'm like, I don't know how he did it, but he made the movie look infinitely worse.
Yeah, he made it look so bad.
It looks horrible. He put like motion smoothing, or what's that shit called?
Yeah, I think it is motion smoothing.
But
I
we
watched that, and I was like, I remember that being one of the cooler scenes, and now I'm like,
and I'm watching it, and it's like making your brain kind of hurt. Like, why does this not look right? But I thought Thunderbolts was great. I don't know. Like, do we think Fantastic? Like, do you think that you're gonna like Fantastic Four more than the other? Well, obviously not counting one of them. But I'm saying with like compared to Superman or Thunderbolts, you expected like Fantastic Four more?
You hear
Well,
that?
I think this is interesting because
He's getting bombed out there, right?
yeah, maybe. In terms of like box office, without Fantastic Four, it goes Superman, Cap 4, then Thunderbolts. So it's almost upside down.
Really?
Right.
It'll probably end up being upside down, or maybe Fantastic will make more than Superman. But it might be the exact. Oh, not exact, but like pretty flipped on its head. I think
all had
Captain
Fantastic
America
Four making more
shot
money, right?
its fellow Marvel movies.
I had it less.
Yeah.
I had it less than Superman.
Yeah,
I don't
can
know,
run down what our projections were for opening weekend. Eric said 190.
190.
Brian, you said 220, and I said 175.
That feels good. 220 feels right in the pocket.
It's weird because maybe because Superman did well, and now it's garnered like fan support. Like people might just give this movie a chance.
I will say, based on projections coming out, Eric's probably the closest right now. Before any money's been made.
You think it's gonna be 175? Is that what you said?
They're tracking between like 180 and
Okay.
210 or something.
I think Thunderbolts was misleading because I feel like just the us talking and a lot of the people I'm sure that we kind of maybe you watch, maybe you read on Twitter, maybe you watch on social media, like because Thunderbolts was we talked about it. I think we talked about it before because it was in camera, because it actually looked good. We were like, wow, what a great movie! I went to see it. I felt like everyone I knew went to see it. And then I was like, oh, wait. then you're gonna have to like, well, then like a couple of my friends did too. But then you like wake up and realize you're like, oh no, like these, like I think what did Lilo and Stitch just cross? I think it's like 1 point like something. Yeah. These are not nobody. People didn't see Thunderbolts. Like that's what I'm saying. But like Fantastic Four, I don't think would fall into that same trap because it's recognizable characters.
Yeah, I gotta hit up my local like kindergarten and be like, what are you guys gonna go see?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how we're gonna gauge. Go talk to your little cousins.
That's gonna go really well. That's gonna.
They're like, who's
They're like weapons. Weapons.
Go see Eddington. Go see Eddington. Yeah.
What?
That's
I guess.
great.
What'd you say?
I was gonna use that to transition, but never mind.
Segue.
No, I was gonna bring up another thing, and just like with the superhero talk, we're at 30. I guess we're at 36 minutes. It doesn't have to be long, but I saw like James Gunn basically dropped. James Gunn went out of his way to say that like Black Adam and Shazam 2 are not canon. And I mean that goes, I'm sure, for. I was thinking about the end of the run for the DC EU, or is the DCU? I don't know what.
Whatever.
It's like DCU, just DCU.
The old one or the new one?
The new one.
They're both.
The new one's James Gunn's DCU. So the DCEU. I was thinking about the end of that run between those two movies. Wasn't like what was it? Blue Beetle was in there.
Yeah. I didn't hate that.
And like just like I kind of brought it up, but the idea of like a symbiotic relationship between like DCU and MCU, like if the DCU's doing a better job, that might help the MCU and it's allowed to be a lot of the same fan crossover.
Yeah.
And like I think also about my opinion of the MCU during the time of those last movies of the DCEU, and I wasn't watching anything Marvel outside of like Guardians 3. And so the time of those, like 2002 to 2004 superhero movies, you could probably even tell 2001, dog shit in my mind. No, I wouldn't call it necessarily a renaissance because we still have to watch Doomsday, and that could probably be dog shit. But I mean, it's exciting to see where at least the DCU is going, and if that could help Marvel try and get some of their box office success back. Because when was the last time they made over $1 billion? Was it
Marvel?
No Way Home?
Ooh,
Deadpool,
probably.
Wolverine.
Oh, damn it! Yeah.
Shoot me in the fucking head, dude.
No, you hear more things about the DCU. It's exciting. I mean, we're hearing about remember we were debating about what the Clayface thing was going to be. They're saying he's an actor who got disfigured now. It's going to be R-rated.
Yeah. Right.
Could be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Us, Micah.
Well, I was going to say, it's talking about Lilo and Stitch, and How to Train Your Dragon, and all that stuff. The most popular movies of this year by box office have been for children. Including the #1 movie in the global box office. The second highest grossing movie post-COVID is Ne 2 with like
That's crazy.
$2.2+ billion with a B. And this is a big deal because this is like, we're talking about superhero movies underperforming. A lot of that used to come from the overseas market, and the most populous country, China, they'd be in butts and seats. But now they got their own thing going on. They don't need our movies anymore. And also because it's an animated feature, and they're doing an English dub, and they're bringing it to the U.S. Maybe it'll catch on. I don't know. But I was also wondering, like, does this kind of like just have to win Best Animated Feature? Like, if it's good, like, holy cow!
Ne 2.
I gotta say the first one, pretty good. And
I've heard the second one's better, right? I mean, that's
like I watched the first one and I liked it. There's some weird stuff. I don't know if it's like humor stuff going on, but I was like, I don't think they'd make that joke in America. But maybe
rewrite it.
Cultural. I don't know. But
did you say they're doing a dub for both or just the second one?
Oh well, so I did watch the first one, expecting to have to read subtitles, but no, it was. I didn't recognize really any of the voices, but it was dubbed.
But was dubbed okay. Now they're probably, they're probably going to do the second one more, like in the Miyazaki Studio Ghibli style.
The second one had who? Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, she plays the mom.
She's the big one.
She's probably the biggest name. I don't know
There's
if
somebody
they
else.
released a full list. But,
I think it already has a chance at pulling in awards as it stands. If the dub comes out with some really good voice acting, then I think it's it's a kind of a shoo-in at that point. Like, Studio Ghibli, like, I don't know what this animation studio in China, I don't really know anything about them, but like I said, like, Studio Ghibli is so fundamental now that they put out an English dub right away with the Japanese. They make them both at the same time. Well, I think I'm excited to see this movie once it's I've
only seen one other straight up Chinese movie, and it was The Wall, also starring.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah, that was fun. And it kind of
green lizards.
Yeah, like what if the Great Wall of China was to keep the lizards at bay?
Yeah. And why isn't it Pedro Pascal and Matt Damon? Like Pedro
Is it
Pascal,
Pedro?
I
thought
he's
it was
in that
just
shit.
Matt Damon, and they just
No,
he
it
just
might
had some
be
debt,
Pedro.
and he was like,
But
"Let me
you're
go to
right.
China because they'll pay
I'm
me."
almost positive his like Spanish buddy, his like Hispanic friend is
Was
fucking.
that Pedro Pascal?
It is, yeah, and Willem Dafoe.
Movie of the week, The Wall.
It's dude. Honestly, I'm down. It's
No,
pretty fun.
it's Eric's choice. It's Eric's choice. Plus,
Okay,
I've already
I know.
seen it.
I
We've
will
already
say
seen it.
also, I'm fucking tweaking. Somebody's saying we're hearing that it might be the cannons. They're testing cannons on the local base here, so that might be what we're doing. But then
No,
also
the-
a ton of sirens were going off, so I do not know what's
Probably
going
car
on.
alarms and shit. Why don't
Yeah.
they send out an email?
It's been a
like,
pleasure
hey,
knowing.
we're gonna-
It's been a pleasure knowing y'all. If this is the
you know,
end.
they start shooting back.
If the rapture
Definitely,
starts
I will
and,
actually sur-
and none of us go,
I'll
we just
survive.
keep the pod going.
I'll survive longer than the rest of you. I'm no longer near a major city. I'm off the grid.
Yeah, but you're in Jackson,
Yeah,
Mississippi.
you're upwind, brother. You're cooked. You're just as cooked. It's a slow
I'm in the
cooking.
swamp. I'm in the swamp. I'm in the
Really
fucking.
flash fry. Oh, that's right. You're. That's right. I'm not going to disclose where you are.
I'm in the.
But I was going to ask if there's a movie theater around there. I'm guessing.
There
what about
is.
a drive-in?
There
What about a
is. I
drive-in?
checked. I could walk to a theater actually from here.
Oh.
But I checked, and I was gonna go last night just for shits if anything was worthwhile seeing. But at last showing 7:00, which I think is
Boo.
crazy.
Sounds, baby. The
That's
sound.
horrible.
I would've gone to like a
We got it
9:30
at
one.
7:40. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's kind of funny, but I just will say about being in Mississippi, I'm now upon walking 98 degrees in the evening with 62% humidity. Kind of crazy that Sammy went down on Miss Perline in Sammy. I'm not gonna hold you.
Sammy.
Sammy.
Okay, we were a lot more annoying than we thought this weekend.
Yes, we were, dude. I'm telling you.
Every time Gabby walked in her room, I'd be like, Gabby!
Gabby!
And she didn't get the bit at all.
Bailey was sober too. I can't even imagine. He's like, shut up. Shut the fuck up, all of you. Oh, man, we crack ourselves up. Oh, man, speaking of someone who won't shut up, Euphoria Season 3, this movie, this show is Hans Zimmer. No, I don't love that. I kind of want to redo it. Never mind, that's the only, we're sticking with it.
Start over, Brian.
Speaking of heat, I don't know. Sammy Levinson,
Sammy.
Season 3. Yeah, so before Season 3, I did not. Was Hans Zimmer affiliated with the first two seasons? Because if he wasn't, he's now affiliated with Season 3. Who wrote this in? Someone want to?
I think he was.
Someone want to film?
I mean,
Is this not new?
No,
Can you read the whole thing, Brian?
Oh, I see. Still think it'll be bad, white boy? Yes. Yeah, I'm standing 10 toes down on this, and I don't want to be wrong because I love being right, but for the sake of everyone who seems to think I am, I hope I am wrong. I stand by it. This is my Avengers Doomsday of HBO television. It just feels like it's constructed crap in front of us.
I was wrong. So this Zimmer did not score the first two seasons. The first two seasons were scored by Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Entirely,
so,
right?
Yeah, and so Zimmer's co-composing this with Labyrinth. But
That's
this will be
kinda
the
cool.
first time. This is the first time Zimmer's scoring a TV series.
Is he
So
like
this
a big
is
fan?
this is a big win
Seems
for
random.
Do
Euphoria.
you think Zendaya got to him? Like,
Maybe
from
Yeah,
working
she's like,
together
please.
on two
Maybe she's like,
different,
please, it's so bad.
on so many projects. Like
right? Because he did Dune,
Yep.
the Dunes. He's doing the Odyssey.
I
Or
think
no?
isn't
No,
Luca?
Ludwig is. I think
Oh,
Ludwig's
look,
doing
okay,
it.
okay.
But he might have
So
something
maybe
else
from
with
the
her.
Dunes, she was like, let me do a little. What if that's Zendaya doing like all the way?
That
Like,
might
I don't
be,
know.
man. People imagine that just pops up in Euphoria when she walks in there.
Tell him.
Maybe he's doing a side quest. I don't know. Who is this for? How old is this? Like,
Hey, I
you
didn't
have,
even
like,
see
children?
this. I didn't even see this second dot in
Just
here.
don't think it'll be bad. Listen, man, I think it's cool. I mean, like, obviously Hans Zimmer isn't someone who just does shitty projects, so maybe he sees something I don't. That's cool. That definitely makes me a little intrigued, if nothing else. Can't take that away from you, pal.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
is there
first time
something
doing a
comparable to
TV
this?
series.
Like, is there like,
like a
Popular
cinematographer
composers
coming
doing-
down, or like
yeah, like
I guess, like, Fincher getting into television, You've seen that a little bit more. I mean, like, you got stuff like that. I don't know.
Is this watch then?
I don't think so. I feel like Hans Zimmer being like, I want to score this TV show, is not being like, yo, he's been picking shitty project, because he's going to go follow. He just did F1. He's going to follow it up with probably some other wild project.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's still, if Hans Zimmer wants to do your movie, he's gonna do your movie.
Yeah. I really was interested in doing Trolls 5.
That's like
Revenge of the Purple Troll.
I really wanted to
Really
do
was
a
fast.
challenge. The Smurfs have always intrigued me.
So I heard that it's terrible. The Smurf.
Oh yeah, I mean, speaking of making stuff for your kids, like that's purely.
I will say this about, how do you say? Is it Neja 2?
What, the Smurf?
Neja.
Neja. They played that trailer before Eddington yesterday,
Tell him.
and Micah leaned over to me and said, like, "Oh, I just watched the first one." And as the trailer finished, we had a lot of fucking people that were chuckling during the theater during the movie.
Yeah.
But somebody was just like, "God, you can just tell when a movie's gonna suck." Like, and I heard that, I was like, I don't know anything about this movie. But and then when it came out, I'm like, that movie made $2 billion already.
Yeah. I mean,
No accounting for taste. It's like when I was in the theater with Carly in Jurassic World Rebirth. Big packed ass theater. And after the Now You 3 Me trailer, do you know how many... We have to see that. Oh my god, that looks so great. Shut up.
God, isn't she from Gone Girl? Babe.
Is it? Oh my god. Wait, they're back? They've been gone for like 2
They're
years.
back? What is it, like the Backstreet Boys? Yeah, okay. Pack it up.
I'll bring up another thing when we're kind of jumping all over the place. I feel like we didn't forget the Hans Zimmer thing.
That's alright.
This is the Just Woke Up from a Nap pod.
Yeah,
This is on a business trip hotel pod.
Yeah,
we're not organized.
Like 8 hours. It's bad.
Yeah. Maybe David will make you something.
He's got bolognese. He's eating it on his bed.
Shit was steaming back there.
No, he's been
Shit was like billowing, and I was like, what the hell is David doing? Did he pick a new pope or something?
I did see some news. Lilo and Stitch 2, guys. Lilo and Stitch 2. Get over it. It's happening. However, it's apparently someone that's linked to the project that apparently might write and direct it is the guy who directed was it A Wild Robot. The Wild Robot.
Ooh.
So,
Robot Sauvage.
Who I didn't know also apparently helped co-write the original Lilo and Stitch way back when.
That's cool.
So I guess if you're talking about it, it's in the right hands. However, do we need this movie? Every 4-year-old.
I'll give you $1.1 billion why they're making it.
Yeah.
It's just
money.
So looking at the 2025 box office, just real quick, I understand that like some of these movies have come out fairly recently, like Jurassic World Rebirth, which is already number 4 in 2025. But you just look at the sheer like the amount of money. Well, first of all, Ninja 2 obviously with 1.9 billion just from that,
crazy.
Gonna cross over. That's crazy. Lilo and Stitch has 60 million on the Minecraft movie, which is the second most popular. And if that doesn't tell you about the general viewers, I don't know what will. That if you're not counting a foreign film, the top 2 movies are Lilo and Stitch, a Minecraft movie. How to Train Your Dragon is it fucking in 5th. And then I looked through some of these movies that I thought were really great. That like I thought Sinners was not a flop by any margin, but like you look at the money like it made comparatively speaking, it's like holy fuck.
Well, it's like who can see your movie? That's why like
I know
when an
kids.
R-rated
That's a
movie
big thing.
like Sinners or Deadpool and Wolverine does really well. It's like wow, that meant a lot of adults would go see it over and over.
Was that No, but even like I'll try to think of I guess Superman still has time, but Superman still hasn't even crossed $500 million. You know what I mean? Like, and kids go to see that.
That's not gonna do as well overseas because that's so American.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch. Though, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, oh yeah, holy shit! I didn't realize Lilo and Stitch made $600 million abroad.
Yeah, who doesn't like the beach? Who doesn't like surfing? Who doesn't
That's crazy. Minecraft raked it in abroad. Holy shit!
I mean, you don't. I mean,
I know.
It's its own place.
Yeah,
like,
when you say that, Micah,
anyway.
Yeah. I guess I didn't think about movies like that. Like, I obviously know, like, the foreign thing is a big part of it. I guess I didn't think about, like, what really does appeal and what doesn't. Like, Superman, why would why would a French person or a fucking a Japanese kid care about fucking Superman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stinky American walking around.
That is not
with
Le Man Super.
No caps. No caps. He didn't even smoke a single cigarette.
We did not.
Super woke.
Why is it so hard to pleasure a woman?
Hold on.
We gotta wait. What's next? Fuck. Someone said.
I'm sorry.
Say it. What's next?
Wow, speaking of woman. Whole lot of women. Legs
Whole
for
lot of it.
days.
Go ahead,
Margot
Becker.
Robbie will star in the Tim Burton remake of The Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. And I do believe Gillian Flynn is writing this. Writer of Gone Girl.
Cool.
Hard to lose a 50-foot woman, though. At least physically. I don't know about emotionally. But
I mean, this is great. Great. For
this is
Margot
gonna,
Robbie.
this is gonna start some stuff. I don't want to wade into that already, but the searches on the internet are gonna change, maybe forever.
Do we need? I keep saying this about movies. Do we need this remake? I don't know.
I mean, if we get up close to her feet.
Sure. Then I guess we need it. But
But I was gonna say, what is Tim Burton? I need to watch the original. Maybe that'll be one of the movies I bring up next week. But I have no idea what this is about. Obviously, I like the vibe of a giant woman. That seems interesting.
sure.
But
It's intriguing,
and I
for
think
sure.
Margot Robbie can do, whatever she wants. Tim Burton though, this kind of why him?
What are the
Yeah.
most recent movies he's directed?
So he did Beetlejuice. I know.
Sure.
I don't know what else he did. He's kind of been I
He's
don't know if
producing the
Washbox.
Wednesday Addams show, isn't he? He's on
Yeah,
that.
he directs some of the
For
episodes
Netflix.
too. Yeah, I've seen the first season. I guess
Go
there's
on.
season 2. That movie
Yeah.
that show came out 4 years ago.
Oh, he directed Dumbo in 2019.
Ooh.
Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Oh.
I didn't hate that one.
This better not be for kids.
Big Eyes. I don't even know what this is.
Hey, that's a good movie. No wait, Big Eyes. I'm thinking of Big Fish.
Ooh, Frankenweenie.
Hey,
Okay, but another kids movie.
Dark Shadows, Alice in Wonderland, Sweeney
Okay.
Todd. So we're going back to that's like his
and once you
run.
get to the 90s,
yeah,
he's
you
that's
get to
when
his,
he's kind
you
of
get
in
to
his
his
bag.
run.
The last
Well-
good one I heard was Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, he has his
That
moments. not
wasn't
gonna
for
say.
kids.
No, you're forgetting about Frankenweenie.
That's for children. But it was good. It was good.
Alice
but
in
it's-
Wonderland, Corpse Bride. People like Corpse's Bride. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. 2001, Planet of the Apes. Sleepy Hollow. Yeah. Okay, fine. You know what? He did what? Beetlejuice. That did fine. Dumbo. Fine. I don't know.
I would go into this movie with very marginal expectations. I don't think it's
He's gonna
necessarily
try
bad.
and sneak Johnny Depp into this movie. He loves that guy, big time.
Big time.
Keep him away from her. Get a job.
I
But
know, Jesus.
I don't know. I'm excited. I trust Margot Robbie.
Has she not done a movie since Barbie?
She made so much money.
No,
She doesn't.
I
She
don't
could
think
retire
so.
if she wanted.
Yeah. It's a interesting choice to follow up, I guess, because everyone's kind of looking at you for what you're going to do next. But
Yeah, she's got Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey coming out September 19th. That's a Colin Farrell romantic drama.
Oh, that's right. I saw the
There you
trailer
go.
for that. That's where they're running through the doors. Yeah, I saw
and
that trailer.
Isn't she doing an Oceans movie with Gosling? Jesus.
Yes, that
Oh,
is
that's
in
good.
development. And then after Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, she's got Wuthering Heights with I think Jacob Elordi, and that's an Emerald Fennell
She's gonna be
movie.
fine.
Yeah,
How much
she's doing
money do
fine.
you think that woman's made in the last
She's doing
decade?
fine.
Maybe
Lots.
like she's doing like Robert Downey probably territory for the Barbie paycheck.
I
at
think
least.
she's up there for let me see highest paid actresses by this point. Let's see.
Definitely of 2023. She was probably like
Yeah, she was up there.
High.
Well, I looked it up
Actresses.
because I was looking at most global box office after we were having that conversation, just because I wanted to just go year by year, and this year's already washed. But it was Barbie 2 years ago, which is crazy to think about.
Oh yeah.
And I was thinking about our conversation about international. I'm like, internationally,
everyone's
don't-
got Barbies.
yeah, I guess. I'm just like, that's kind of crazy.
She was not. Yeah, she was number one.
Speaks to Greta, man.
2023.
Did it say
Nicole
a number?
Kidman was number one.
No, Nicole Kidman's prolific, and she's on TV a lot. TV pays you out.
Nicole
I don't know how that
Kidman.
works
Keith Urban. Man at
financially,
work.
but yeah.
I feel like we're stalling out on this topic.
All right. We all want to get to. I know. If we want to go back in time and alter.
Yeah, you are right. Don't stop me. I'm talking about movie of week.
Brian, what did you make us watch? What did you make us watch?
We watched 1994's.
Hold on, let me do a split.
Yeah.
You took final split spin.
Oh my god, the split was crazy, but we'll get into this. So
which one?
Last week we were like, hey man, this dude Swayze can kick. Let's watch another famous kicker. Our boy Jean Claude Van Damme from Belgium, and his is it 1994 classic Time Cop.
Yeah.
This movie
Time
looks
Cop.
older. I don't know.
It does in 1994. So the story of Time Cop is essentially time travel has been invented. They don't tell you how. They're just like, yeah, it exists. They just tell you right at the rip. They're like, yeah, we have the files. He did it, and we need to regulate it. And so then they're like, we need a cop force because people. I guess there's the government. There's two people that have this technology: criminals and the government. So basically, they've now created this unit of Time Cops, which Jean Claude Van Damme's character Walker, he's a DC cop. These dudes show up in the middle of the night, house blows up, you find out why and stuff later, kill his wife, and now 10 years later he's a time cop, and it's the cruel irony because he's going back in time to solve all these robberies stuff, but he can't go back and change that. It's against the rules. So he's just living that sitting going, quoting his birdhouse video, you need more than birdhouse. Like he's just and anyway, the rest is just it's a classic like 90s action romp. Some cool stuff, some not so cool stuff, and then it deals with like him basically. It all kind of culminates on this one guy, the bad guy, who is a senator who's been using this technology. Which that's the first thing I want to address. These time cops suck at their fucking job. They are so oblivious to how many times things keep changing. Yeah. They're supposed to be the ones regulating this, and yet the bad guy in this movie has been making robberies throughout time to basically fund himself, and every time he comes back, he's more and more prolific, eventually leading to him becoming president. That's the plan. And then, some action ensues. What really gets me about this movie is some of the action set piece, and the dialogue feels like watching The Room with Tommy Wiseau sometimes. Jean-Claude Van Damme, great kicker, great, even better splitter. Cut like a piece of salami. Like, guy's shredded, but he cannot act. My God. I don't know.
People say this is his best movie.
What about Bloodsport?
Listen, I want to let the record show. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun hour. It was 90 minutes, solid romp. We're gonna probably have a lot to talk about this movie. I'd love to hear some of y'all's thoughts.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't care. This is gonna be a long. I can already tell we're gonna be going back and forth about this one.
Some of these movies just gotta get on board.
Yeah.
Even from just the title, Time Cop. One word. Already, it's like, why would you do that?
Time Cop.
What is a Time Cop? You know,
Wouldn't it be Time Cop?
Yeah. The bad guys, it's like this very well put together. Ron Silver's the actor. And then all his henchmen
I like his villain.
are the craziest ponytail
and a shaved head.
Like, reverse mohawk. Regular mohawk. Mohawk into a ponytail. It's like trench coats to the floor. It's like, who are these? The most conspicuous. If I saw them anywhere, I'd be like, they're up to something. I don't know what it is, but they're up to something.
The two guys are walking through the hospital.
Yeah.
They kill the other agent.
Yeah.
They're trying to call security on this guy.
Police officer.
Those guys look insane.
He has a police badge. The nurse instantly freaks out thinking he did the murder, so he's got to run. Obviously, you don't have time to sort this all out. Yeah. But what about the two hinchiest henchmen I've ever seen in my life? But, it doesn't matter. But, they're doing all of that. The movie starts with him kicking a guy who's a rollerblading criminal in the mall. Yeah. Fucking go for it,
Read between the lines.
Who also has crazy hair and piercings. And he's like, he's got like words already written on the bottom of his boots for when he does this.
Too. 5 minutes in.
There were titties in this movie.
You gotta get there, all right? Where'd the baby come from? They explain. Are they in love? They explain.
Explain.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my husband.
The less he's talking, the better, probably, because he does that weird.
Yes.
How do you please a woman?
Never enough time to please a woman.
Is your husband here?
Eric,
Are
yeah,
you
Eric,
waiting for him?
Anything you want to talk about? I have some stuff I want to bring up, but I want to.
I'm sure we're gonna get into a lot of it. Also, it's the whole reason that the movie starts. Let's not forget. Yes, he does kick that guy on rollerblades. The movie starts with a guy going back in time and being like sticking up a bunch of Confederates and killing them over gold. And I'm like, this dude, like, maybe a little overkill. He brought 2 Uzis and just mowed down these guys. So I'm like, that's fine. And I was kind of excited. I'm like, is this what TimeCop's going to be about? Like, chasing guys through, like, ancient time? Like, that
would have been cool.
To me. And then, nope, we're doing, like...
You do one Wall Street, like Great Depression scene. And then you stay entirely in 1994 and 2004.
Right. And
like, what if it was only 10 years ago?
And I realized, like, I'm not trying to pick at it, you know, but we're doing Back to the Future rules. It seemed like they based this movie, the concept of this movie and the premise and the antagonist, on what was his name? That's the bully's name in Back to the Future. Biff. When he gets like the paper in Back to the Future 2 and like predicts all the winners and like basically makes himself like a millionaire. I'm like, that is
every time they come back, all the signs change. It's just like every time it's like this sign's different. That's the thing. He kept doing it, and like the cops. This is the problem. The cops, because time changed. They'd be like, "What are you talking about? He's the owner of the company that we work for."
That was maddening.
Like
that was maddening.
There's a lot of things we want to get into, but one of them I want to start with is a couple of these made me laugh out loud. They didn't quite nail the one-liners like Arnold did.
Oh yeah.
They were, have a nice day. I should have said freeze.
The freeze one was crazy.
That one got me. There was one. I keep kicking. I guess you should be on Broadway. I'm like, oh yeah, because he said you should be on Broadway earlier.
Yeah.
This one didn't even come. The worst one though didn't come from Van Damme. That guy on the roof goes, "Say ah." What?
Yeah. He said earlier. He says like sleep on it, and then shoots it.
Yeah, sleep on it.
What was he? What did he say at the end? Which also like. Talk about special effects. I actually like the special effects.
Yo, the Cronenberg. Oh, he said like he's like you should get to know each other or something like that. Like matter.
Yeah, when he pushes them into each other.
He went full Cronenberg.
And then when
I did not expect horror beyond my
when they would go into the future.
The
that was terrifying to look at. When they would go into the future and back with like kind of like the ripple of, I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. But the Cronenberg was crazy.
Mikey, you said it in your Letterboxd review, and I was like, what the fuck? You're right.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to jump all the way to the end, but we'll get there. Let's try.
Okay.
Let's
you're right.
Stay linear.
There was the whole thing with that cop partner you're supposed to care about too, who just betrays him, but then he's like, never mind, she is my friend. Like, I don't get that.
Also,
yeah.
I think based on these rules, his old partner, who gets roped in with the bad guy, by the end, bad guy no longer exists. He should not be dead and also on the run. He does not show up again at the end.
I will say also...
That's a nitpick, but I was like, where's my boy?
He's
that's a good point. He shouldn't even have Atwood or whatever his name was.
Yeah, it was like... Yeah, he was saying like, oh, I need to die so like the senator doesn't come and kill my whole family and make like my whole family not exist. Tries to kill himself. They bring him in, and he's like, "Come on, testify." He doesn't. And time jury, time court's like, "We have to sentence you to death," and they just put him back where he was, and he falls to his death. I'm like, you could have just killed him.
Yeah, the sentence for tomfoolery is death, apparently.
Yeah,
that was not even a trial, bro. They were like, not guilty.
Then they gave a one-liner to the doorman. What did he said something?
Well, first
he's like, tomorrow might have been a better day.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, dude, he's killed himself. I guess
first
that
he goes,
is
what does he say?
like,
He goes, Jiminy Irish. What did he say?
Yeah.
He said something stupid before. He's like, Jiminy Irish. I don't know. Oh. There's some other... Wait, I gotta find this. I looked up some of the quotes.
The woman, when she does her betrayal, she gets a one-liner, but the way it's edited, she's like frantically trying to say it, and then they just cut to some other stuff, and I was like, damn, like let her line breathe. They just stepped all over it.
Yeah.
She was like, but you didn't get this tossed across. They were like, yeah, we double-crossed you. I was like, let her say it. Let her say it.
There was so many. There were a couple others. Also, like people, they kind of hint, they kind of poke fun at it a couple times. Like there's this line where she goes like, "You're not funny." He's like, "I've never been funny." Or one where she goes like, you can't read my mind. She goes, the way you pronounce English, like, they would have to. But even still, they give him these dialogue trying to make him seem like he's a quick-talking guy. But it just comes off so, like, where he's like, I forget what whenever he's talking to his friend, the chief, it does not come off like how humans speak. Or talking to Mia Sarah, who plays his wife. Yeah. She's like,
it's good to see Mia Sarah in a movie.
I had such a crush on her.
Yeah.
And then I
had no idea she was going to pop up. I was like, holy shit.
Then she's naked.
Yeah. What did he say to his friend when he was trying to get him to like send him back to the past?
Oh, he's like, I've had your wife's cooking many times.
I've had your
always your minestrone. Always your wife's salt.
He said your wife's goulash 100 times. It needs more salt. Like, it's like, what are we? Did they reference that earlier? Like,
no. He didn't invite him over for dinner when he was living his bachelor life.
Yeah.
So maybe he had taken him up before then on those
There's
times.
a weirdly topical, I don't want to go topical, but like it's a weird thing where like they keep talking. You hear clips from the news throughout the movie where they're talking about like the white supremacist party and some other stuff. And then at one point, the dude literally says, he goes like, I'll be president, the top 10% will get richer, and everyone else can go somewhere else if they don't like it. I'm like, whoa, TimeCop really getting
they TimeCop their way.
They TimeCop. You either live long enough to become or see yourself become TimeCop.
Yeah. What was that weird that the guy in the office that was just watching that weird robot porn?
Oh yeah, when you just watch porn, that random scene where he's watching porn in the middle of the.
The movie just starts like porn. And then, you cut away and you're like, that wasn't real. And the guy takes off his, VR headset. They call it that. And then he's, gooning in the office. Yo, he should be fired. Whether you work for the federal government. How did you get here?
It's a classic bit in all those movies where they overestimate how far ahead, technologically will be.
Yeah.
Because that's 10 years in the future, and this guy's got a VR. It's 2004, and my boy's gooning in the office.
This dude's gooning in the office.
It took us an extra 20 years even after that to get to the point now we are. But
it was just grotesque in the sense of the movie. Right, not for the plot of the movie, just whoever made the movie, the director. Yeah. Where I'm watching, and it just cuts to that woman, she's naked, and she's doing, I'm like, okay, how is this going to tie into the movie? I knew it was going to be some Total Recall, Paul Verhoeven crap. But then it goes, Johnson, stop jerking off in the fucking office.
It's not even a good bit.
No, and his whole desk is covered in naked robot pictures. Robots
they just move on.
Yeah. Oh, and then his car kills me because it's a super futuristic car just scuttling through fucking downtown DC on the mall.
I have a question. How come they go back in time in a car but come out as people? They go back as people and then come back in a car.
I don't know.
Wait, so when he dove with Atwood head first on the building, did they spawn in their seats?
I think so.
And then they put Atwood back in a car, and then he was flying.
Dude, what about when McComb and his Goonies were going? Do they have a 4-seater? Because I saw the machine. It was a 2-seater.
And is that not also his personal car? Because I swear at the end of every workday, he just gets in it and drives home.
I have another question. He goes, remember they're like, you remind us of Vollmer twins. They kept saying that. She's like, who are they? The 2 red spots. How would they... What does that mean? I did not know you could read. What's he saying? He's like, I did not know you could read.
And then at the end of the movie, in the middle point, him and the female cop before she dies, they're bonding a little bit. And she tells him, yeah, what were you doing right now? Because it's her birthday coming up. She was like, I would call myself, tell her not to hook up with, Billy Flynn or whatever.
That was so weird.
Bad. And then at the end, he does not know this woman. He does not know this woman. So, from her perspective, this adult man at her job shoulder checks her and then gives her, he goes, I thought you were pretty flirty eyes, and she's like, do I know you? And he's like, tell Billy Flynn he still wants his second chance.
No, worse than that.
Back when you're
I lost my virginity. Who are you?
Worse than that, Micah, they bump, there's kind of this flirtation, she's like, do I know you? And he realizes that he's like, well, obviously, the timeline switches, we must not. So he goes, I guess not, and kind of walks away. And I thought they were going to leave it. That was actually kind of a funny, cheeky moment, kind of being like, guess we're not friends in this new reality. But then he goes, Billy Flanagan's. It's like, why would you do that?
He's also like, stay out of trouble.
Billy
Flanagan is still waiting on a second chance. And it's like, whoa. And then also...
She looks excited about it.
Yeah, like, what? Why is that working? Why is it so flirty? What was I going to say? Yeah, that's so creepy and weird for him to do in context.
Eric, you bring up the great point that, like, this movie, although, like, kind of had its cheeky moments, and, like, there's some cool, like, I do, like, it, even though it kind of looks cheap, like, because they couldn't use certain CGI, they were so limited, like, you got a lot of good, like, body flail moments and people getting shit blown up. Like, I can appreciate that. But this movie, TimeCop, still could have probably been a really cool, cheesy 90s Jean Claude Van Damme acting, but like, why are we dealing with a megalomaniac president and a dead wife rather than watching Jean Claude Van Damme chase criminals through different time periods? I would have watched that movie way more than I watched this. It's like kind of because, like you said, they open the movie and you're like, oh, this is gonna be cool, and then they go again to like the Wall Street thing, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna have to go back and figure out who's doing these robberies. And he's got to go all over history, going in and being like, I am Jean Claude. You're on the rest.
What was that McComb's motivation?
It's he wanted to be like president to make money,
like the richest president.
Yeah,
but he I guess he made a bad investment. He basically broke up with his version,
the company
of,
that like made the data
he invested
links.
in the company that he then pulled out of because he didn't believe. That company ended up inventing something not time travel. That's not widely available. It's something. He became a big tech guy. And then he regretted it, still got in the Senate, wanted to run for president. It's not going well. He's like, I need more money. But, yeah, I don't know why he wanted to be president to make money for the top 10%.
Yeah. And that was what was confusing because he's like holding the chick hostage, or Mia Sarah hostage.
And
he's just funny. Like, even if I die, I'm still up 28 points in the polls. I'm like, what are you talking about?
That was kind of cheek. I do kind of geek that was kind of hilarious when his younger self just runs in.
He just
well, you left me a voicemail. He goes, you left me a voicemail. He's like, damn it. No, I didn't.
He said, like, stop arguing with yourself.
I like to think that Jean Claude Van Damme called him and pretended to be the president. I want to hear that phone call.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. It's me. I am here at house.
I am you, American
here.
senator. Please come.
It doesn't,
to this house.
I kind of like the villain though. Like I think whoever the guy
was good.
who played McComb, I liked his performance a lot. Like I thought his performance was really good.
Yeah. But okay, first of all, the splits. I think he did two of them.
3.
So there's an attack. There's a scene in his apartment where they.
That was crazy. That one's the craziest one.
That was horrifying because why did he do a split on the kitchen counter? And he's like turning around all seductive like that. And he's like, yeah. He's looking back at it. He just did a split under the counter for no reason.
It was kind of a cool finisher, but all he had to do was like jump or roll or something, but because he got the guy to shoot the water. But then he's like, no, split. I just like can't wrap my head around enough about like they emphasize so hard. I know I kind of touched on it before in the beginning of this movie that this technology exists and we need to control it because these people can do whatever the fuck they want if it's not regulated. And they're like, see, we already know there's a ripple because this gold or whatever doesn't line up. Meanwhile, every few minutes, they're like, yeah, what are you talking about? Billionaire gajillionaire McComb, who owns the police department, is right there. And they're like, these things keep... And then he comes back again. He goes like, he's actually president of the world now. What are you talking about? I'm like, you guys are not even aware that it keeps happening right in front of you. What are the point of all your fancy gizmos if it does that?
Yeah, and like, I mean, I started getting confused because he exists in all of these timelines.
Right.
And then, but his relationship to the people change. Which is why, like you said, Brian, my Letterboxd review, what a happy ending. He goes home, his wife's alive, and she had their baby. I'm like, he does not know this kid. How does that work? Because the kid has a relationship with him for the past 10 years.
But he kind of like, it's like, he came back into, he like overtook this dude's consciousness, essentially.
Yes. Yeah, and they have memories. Probably have shared countless
He knows
days
nothing
together. Doesn't know any of it. He doesn't know what he got him for his. He doesn't know what his birthday is. He doesn't know anything.
The subtlety of Jean Claude Van Damme's performance, the way he answers the question about the hot dogs, makes me realize. It makes me think he kind of being like, "Fuck, I don't know nothing about this kid." Because he goes, "Dad, Mom says you barbecue hot dogs." Yeah, all right, like sure.
Yeah, basically, he's like. He comes back, he's like, oh, yes, my wife. Oh, who's this boy? Oh, it must be the baby that she never officially told me was coming. And then he's like, all right, finally, my wife's back. Let me make out with her hardcore while holding this child.
I was so ready. I'm so disappointed. I want to say about one thing. Eric, I don't know if you've ever been in this. I was so ready when there was a scene with two Jean Claude Van Dammes. And I'm like, oh my God, please let them interact.
Oh, I wanted them to fight the guy at the same time.
Well, they can't, but they can't touch each other, or they'll Cronenberg.
I wanted them to beat that guy up together. Yeah. You know? And
hey, Sean. Hey, Walker. Yeah, Walker. Remember the time in Gavin?
Yes, Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he literally
brings up a great point. Is it cheating to kiss your 10 years in the future husband when he comes back?
Yeah,
I vote yes.
I think she's a bad person.
If future came down and pulled some bullshit like that, I'd be like, Right. Oh my God! I kind of want to watch. This makes me want to watch more Jean Claude Van Damme because something about his performance is so because he's not being
captivating.
Oh, I don't think he thinks he's being a good actor. I don't know. There's something so just sincere about him being like, guess we'll have to pour back a couple beers later and settle this.
You don't think he thinks he's a good actor when he's doing the splits on the kitchen counter and turning around and staring at the guy.
He was showing off the cake, bro. Oh, God.
He was like, kapow.
He's got it, man. They're doing God's work.
He built an entire career. He's like if you guys ever, what was that show called for kids with the guy? And it was like, he was like a hero, or like he was like this super fit. He would just be doing jumping jacks.
Oh, Lazy Town.
Lazy Town. And then he would do the kicks. He's like that guy, but like for adults. And like, I get it, because it's like, yeah, this is cool. Why is he able to do this? Like, if you saw a guy in public put his foot to your face and just be like, read my boots.
Read between the lines.
Yeah, okay.
I want to see Swayze versus Van Damme kick off.
Versus Chuck Norris. Versus who else got legs? Who else is out kicking?
You're spamming that one button in Smash Bros. Just kicking.
Yeah.
Kicking. Well, listen, I'm glad we all had fun with my movie. Eric, tell us about your movie.
Fuck, man. I almost want to put us through. Because we've just been doing these trolly movies these last 2 weeks.
Do it. Unless you want to, I feel like F4 we're all going to see. We'll talk about it anyway. Pick a movie you want to pick.
No, I don't want to do F4. I don't want to do. I almost made us watch the new Roadhouse just so we have to watch another kicking movie.
No. Jake Gyllenhaal.
But the movie I'm gonna go with we gotta put our little serious faces on. Okay. It's
all right.
Michael Mann's Public Enemies with Johnny Depp.
Ooh.
You guys ever watched that?
Yeah, I remember that one.
I watched it when I was way too young.
That's all about John Dillinger, right? The creation
Dillinger.
Of the FBI.
Yes. I don't know why between the bank robberies and
I
want to watch
kind
Heat soon. So I need.
It's kind of fitting because it's kind of like they did go back to the 1920s, 30s like thing. It makes sense. I get it. There's a line.
Cast.
It's pretty good.
Is it Christian Bale in that one too?
It is Christian Bale and Marion Cotillard.
Billy
Crudup. Stephen Lang.
Billy Crudup. Hey, Billy Crudup, come check out this wet egg. Come look over my wet egg, Billy Crudup.
Please help me balance my budget.
Did you like that one, Eric?
This wet egg.
Somebody said that one time about Alien Covenant, and I can't unsee it. Like, hey, Billy Crudup, come check out this wet egg I have.
All right, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I didn't realize Eddington was my 100th movie of the year.
Damn. Like new movie or like movie in your list?
How do you tell that?
But it's on my film's logged. I'm at 100 for the year.
I have like a list, but it doesn't show repeats.
Go all the way down This is like the main profile page and the scroll to the bottom.
Love my profile.
Films, it should be like total / number this year. Don't go to stats. Just
if
go to
it's
your profile
unique,
and scroll down.
Yeah, it's unique movies because it doesn't count any like rewatches. Like,
Where does it say? Where do you
like
see,
if you
where are seeing
rewatched in the
this?
same year.
Right.
So I've
On the
seen
main
F1
profile.
3 times.
Profile. Scroll down.
Yeah, you're there.
The first one. It's the first one.
You're at
films
100?
97, 201 out of 97 this year. That was it. It's the second number.
No, the /. So it's gonna say this year after your number. Next to films.
Yeah,
it'll
97.
be your total ever logged / however many
97
watched
this year.
97.
97.
Right, you're close.
Close.
You guys are.
You in the hotel room, you can get to 100 easy.
Oh, I'm gonna go hit a little lift. I'm gonna grab some more food, and I'm gonna probably watch a movie in this hotel. The problem is, you know what the thing is? Now it's just that streaming era on. You can just stream in the hotel room. So it used to be like, I'd rent some shit on this thing, you know. But,
rent some stuff or like
porn.
Just, they used to have DVDs in the lobby,
Ooh.
or VHS in the lobby that you can go down.
Maybe I'll run down and see if there's a later showing at the theater than 7:00.
That's nice. Like, what is going on?
Yeah. All right. Well, fellas, good episode. I know we're
Great
gonna
job,
makeshift
fellas.
here.
Yeah.
did
Cannot
a good
wait
job.
to watch
A
I
tight
think I might just
hour 30
Yes.
episode, 126. Just like TimeCop.
I meant to say, nice job. Freeze.
Nice.
Should have
I
said
guess I should have. Freeze.
I know his
You should
accent
be
is
on
not
the
that Borat-y, but it's
Broadway.
funny to do that.
Yeah, we're leaning into the Borat voice, but.
It is more like French. Yeah? No?
We?
Yeah, he's so fun.
his name is Jean Claude Van Damme. Maybe the most French name in all of all
Yeah.
time.
Except
Except for like Napoleon Bonaparte. All right, I'll stop torturing you.
Yeah, stop telling me.
Peace.
Thanks for listening, y'all.
Oh, fuck.